What's up guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to make this blouse with asymmetric neckline. So let's get started. To cut this top, I folded my fabric into 4 places. So I folded it like this and then like this, so I have 4 layers. And then next you take the desired length of your top. For mine I used 25 inches, and then I added 2 inches for seam allowance, so I have 27 inches. And then I drew a line here as my base. So on this line you take your shoulder measurement. You take your shoulder measurement divided by 2. So for mine I have 15 inches, so I divided it by 2. I have 7.5, and then I'll mark a line here. On this line, I'll take my armhole measurement. So from here, I'll take 8.5 inches. So you can use 8, 8.5, or 9 inches for your armhole. So I'll draw the line down and connect it to this line. On this line, I'll take my bust measurement. So you divide your bust measurement by 4 in 4. I have 9. I will not be adding any seam allowance because it's a stretchy fabric. And then for my waist measurement, I'll take 15 inches. So I'll mark the line here just to take the waist measurement. For the waist measurement, you divide your measurement by 4. I have 8.5. And then for the hip measurement, which is the bottom, I'll use my hip measurement divided by 4. That's 10.5. Then I'll connect the lines. And then for the armhole, you come here and place your tape on 1 inch, and then you mark a curved line here. For the shoulder measurement, you come down by 1/2 inch. So you mark 1/2 inch here. And then you connect the line down to this place. So you have the shoulder slant. So you mark 1/2 inch here and then draw a slant line down to this place. And then you cut across the blue line. So you have something like this. To cut the neckline, you place your measuring tape. I'm using 3 inches. So I'll mark the 3 inches. And then I'll place, for the depth of the neckline, I'm using 3 inches. So I'll be using these 3 inches for the front neckline. For the back neckline, I'll use 1 inch. So I'll mark the 1 inch depth here. And then draw a curved line here. And then draw a curved line here. So first you cut the back neckline. Separate the back piece from the front piece to cut the front piece. To cut the front neckline, I mean. So we're cutting the front neckline. And then you just place a tiny notch here. So next you take the front piece. I have the right side facing me, so I'm using my tailor chalk. And then you take the neck depth. I used 8 inches for the neck depth. So I ruled a line here for the neck depth. And then I marked the midpoint of the neckline, which I already notched. I marked it here like this. So I'm going to come down to the shoulder on the left side. So this is the right side and this is the left side. and then I'll take 1 inch from the middle. So I'll just mark the 1 inch here and here. So I have 1 inch. Yeah, I have about 1 inch here. So you take 1 inch for the from the middle of the shoulder, and then you come down here to the midpoint of the blouse. You take 2 inch to this side, and then you take 1.5 inch on this side. So I have 2 inch here and 1.5 inch here. So I'm going to draw a line here now and connect it to this point. And then draw another line here and connect it to this point. So I'll draw the line here now, curve the line. I hope you can see it. And then just cut across this line. So here's the neckline. So next you place the back bodice on this side with the right side facing me. You place the neckline on the back bodice, and then you mark out a 1 inch, and then I use 3.5 inch for the depth, and then I'll just cut across this line. So I've cut that of the back shoulder. So here's what I have. Next, I'll cut the facing. For the facing, you use the measurement of your under bust. So for mine, I'm using 15 inches. So the length will be 15 inches. And then I have the right side facing me. And then I'll place the right side to right side of the front piece. I'll place them together. So after lining up your front bodies and your facing together, with the right sides facing each other, you cut. You go ahead and do the same for the back piece. So I have facing for the front and the back, and then I'll join it with my sewing machine. To cut the sleeves, you fold your fabric into 4 places, and then you take the length of your sleeve. I have 21 inches, and then I added 2 inches for seam allowance. And then I'll take 4 inches downwards like this. And then draw an arc here, a curved line, I mean, down to this place. And then for the bottom, I used 4 inches. And added 1 inch for seam allowance. And then I'll draw that line down to this place. And then I'll cut. And then you notch the middle. So we have the sleeves. So after sewing the neckline together for both the front and the back, you flip it to the right side and then you join the shoulders together. So I've turned both the front bodies and the back bodies inside out. And then next I'll join the shoulders together. With the right side facing each other, I'll join the shoulders together. So just a quick one. To join the shoulders together, you take the front piece, you slide it into the back piece shoulder. The front piece shoulder, you slide it into it, and then you bring it out here. And then you sew it together. That's one part of the shoulder. And then you do the same for the other side. You slide the front piece into the back piece, and then you sew it together. So you have a neat or clean neckline. To join the sleeves, you pin the notched part to the shoulder joining. So with the right sides facing each other, you pin it to this side. And then you just go ahead and pin the sleeves around it, and then you sew it. After joining the sleeves to the blouse, you join the sides of the dress. You go ahead and pin the armholes together. The armholes, you pin them together, and then you sew it start from the sleeves, and then you sew it to the end of the blouse. I've done it for this side. Lastly, you go ahead and hem the bottom of the blouse and the sleeves. Hey guys, the blouse is all done. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you for watching. Thank you.